This is going to be another post-drinking video. I was out drinking with a friend of mine, and then I thought, cam up. But Earl, you might say. Billy D. Williams, Colt 45. Earl, you might say. But you told us, bone-shattering, crack. You told us, don't drink before you cam up. Malt liquor. And to that I would say, I say lots of shit. Alright, Sanity is such a drag. Her, amongst a few others, has my attention at the moment. My attention is mercurial and often orbital. Sometimes we all come back together again in the future. Other times spin off on our own trajectories. But at the moment, Sanity is such a drag. I think I said something like, I find your contained energy, or your barely contained energy, fascinating. I think that's what I said. And I think she took that as a sign of interest, and or maybe just use it as an opportunity to say, yeah, well, I know you like girls with spark in them, but trust me, I'm dead inside. Something to that effect, paraphrasing. And it made me think of a couple different things. One is like when people think they know you, and I don't mind people giving it an attempt, because basically they're telling you about their perception, how I might. Identity is the midpoint between you and I. It's not who I am. It's not who you think I am. It's where those two things meet in the middle. So it's valuable information, and it's true. Of course, who doesn't like a woman with spark? And who hasn't been killed a little bit inside? If you haven't been ground down a little bit in life, if you haven't been, some hopes and dreams and aspirations been murdered inside you, then you're not out there swinging. You're not out there swinging for the fence. Malt liquor. You have to experience tragedy if you're ever going to experience any kind of epic success. You have to experience grief if ever you're going to experience love. That's why so many people, like with my Aquila getting hurt recently and me taking her to the vet, that's why so many people, when their pet passes away, they don't do it again. They think they're going to save themselves from experiencing that pain. They forget about how short a period that pain is, and how that love is going to like reverberate through their life for the rest of their life. And so to give up on love, which I will never do, seems against the whole message it's given you. Anyway, what kind of girls do I like? Well, it's never been an age thing. That's irrelevant. It's never been an appearance thing. The ladies that I've been lucky enough to date have looked all sorts of different kinds of ways. It's really not even an interest thing, though. The ladies have to be interested in something or some things. Passionate even. I might not understand it, but I'll understand that you love it, and I'll understand based on that I need to support it and learn more about it, and that will add another facet to my life. Make me a better person from having loved you and known you. I feel sorry for this because I understand it's a curse, but I really love intelligent women. And the curse is, to be intelligent actually is to suffer. I guess I should try to put this further down the list, except for it's near the top. I'm attracted to crazy women. You might say that, like, oh, all women are crazy because you're attracted to all, so, like, it's just like some sort of, like, men are from Mars and women are from Venus, kind of like the sexist generalization. But that's not true. Um, and what is it? Why is it about the crazy? Is it a white knight thing? Is it a rescuing the bird that has an injured wing? Because I don't think so. I think there needs to be a certain amount of randomness, like like the whole how genes progress through generations. There needs to be some sort of chaos principle built into that in order to provide something new. If there isn't any chaos in the sequence of genes, frogs will always be frogs. Sharks will always be sharks. Flying sharks. That's where you want the chaos. That's why you want to date a crazy shark, because down the line that shark's going to grow wings. And you got a flying shark. Mulligan. So I guess what I'm saying is the crazy has to be a certain kind of crazy. It has to be a certain kind of inspirational aspiration for potential crazy. Kind of like, life is so screwed up, I don't accept it kind of crazy. And I want to create and make what I think makes sense. And in order to think that way, you have to be a little nuts. I'm also an ass man. I love the breasts. Don't get me wrong. I'm all over them the second I get the chance. And by ass man, really actually like hips for the most part. The whole thing. And sometimes like ladies actually are really critical about their behinds. But it's the same thing with the breast. No matter what the shape or the size, there's something in it for everyone. Malika.